Alright, we are back. It's time for sacrilege. We gotta be like over halfway done with the campaign at this point. Maybe? I don't have any idea. I've played it like 6 times, but fuck if I remember. Let me think.
The whole place hums with energy left behind by the travelers'
Yeah, we're pretty close.
unfinished work. No wonder Guardians considered this site sacred. Now that Kate is back in the fold, all we need is to find Ikora, make the Vanguard whole again, and bring down the Almighty.
Of all the places I've been in all the years since my rebirth, this is where I return. The last place the Traveler touched. I came for answers. I stand here, still with nothing.
Ikora, Zavala is forming a resistance, and he believes...
What good is a resistance when you are the only one who would survive? I believe this Ghoul creature knows the Traveler blessed this site. I believe he sent his legion to find something they could never possibly understand. And I believe they will continue to desecrate all we hold sacred. Save this place, Guardian. Do not squander this second chance.
I wish my skin was as glowy as Zavala's. We're the same race. I just don't think I'm as glowy. He's got a little glow, like, above and under his skin, like, at the same time. Let's determine what the Red Legion is doing. I don't know, fucking shit up. Getting in there with a sledgehammer.
Red Legion ships have been in and out non-stop since I got here. We need to know what they're doing. Get into that base.
Look at the scout.
That doesn't look good.
Ikora?
Energy. The Traveler's energy. What have they done? This is my fault. I could have stopped this.
Ikora, there's no way. Not without your light.
I am more than just my light. I could have tried. I should have tried. But after all these years dying, being reborn, dying again, the Traveler has left me with one life. And I am afraid to lose it.
Looks like the Legion's packing up, Ikora. That might happen anyway. Gaul has a weapon that can blow up our city.
Find out what they're shipping. We need every scrap of intel we can.
Oh, I went too fast. The dialect's overlapping.
Why would he destroy what he's worked so hard to conquer? Get into that base. There must be answers there.
The problem with sprinting full steam ahead, knowing exactly where you're going, and using exotic leggings that make you sprint faster, is that that stuff overlaps.
We're coming up on a big drill.
A drill? Are they mining the Traveler's energy? No, it's not light. It can't give the Traveler's blessing. Not to me, not to Gaul. Or could it?
Ikora,
What do you see?
I don't know. Dimensional rifts. Some kind of magic.
You do know. Yeah, it's taken. Big old blight. So the Taken can be from any faction. Hive, Fallen, Vex, Cabal. But they are... Well, they were taken using a dark, mischievous power of the darkness.
What were those things?
The Taken. A mindless army of stolen
And they are
souls.
made
Will
better
forever be drawn to the traveler's energy. They
in
are no
the...
longer Fallen or Cabal. A Hive God changed them with the dark powers he stole. He... Wait. Is Gaul's plan to do the same, but with the light? That has to be it.
It is his plan. You're correct. So the Taken... It's described in the Books of Sorrow, which is the whole lore thing.
Traveler's remnant energy in the hopes of transforming himself and the Red Legion into wielders of the light.
Is there ammo anywhere?
He will become immortal.
No.
Unstoppable. We have to tell Zavala. Meet me outside.
Words. I was gonna say them. Who knows what they were, though? Oh yeah, so the Books of Sorrow details, like, all of them, they've had their weaknesses taken and, fixed in some way. Like, Taken Scions. Scions are really weak when they're alone, so Taken Scions split into copies of themselves. Thrall are slow and or not slow, but they're predictable. I believe is their weakness that's been fixed, and that's why they teleport around. Phalanxes, if someone gets too close, there's not much they can do, so their shields.
This is a Skyshock alert. Someone or something drew the Taken here.
Asher Mir? Is that you?
Irrelevant. The Taken are sapping the moon's energy. I hypothesize that Io will implode if someone does not intervene.
Guardian, we cannot lose this sacred place. Do what must be done. Stop the Taken.
Looks like the Taken are conjuring some kind of portal. Stop them! Doubtless those mindless vermin intend to summon every last one of their spectral friends to devour this moon.
Yep, see, Scions split themselves up. So there's a lot of augments that different classes have.
There it goes. Looks like we closed the portal. And why am I still seeing abnormal neutrino scattering? Hang on. We're gonna take a closer look.
I'm gonna take a closer look with my grenade launcher.
We definitely didn't close it. Ah, remedy this mess, you fools!
Yeah, it looks great out here.
Portal's closed. We're clear. Ikora, I know this place is important to you, but
There's nothing for me here on Io. I have one life left to give, and I will give it gladly to stop Gaul. We leave now.
don't be so hasty.
Ikora Ray, we must talk. And as for you, meddling Guardian, I have a few choice things to say to you.
I completed my clan challenge. That was one. Okay, so we can do the second mission. It's only 10 minutes. Well, we're 10 minutes in. I don't know how long the second mission is. Well, I'm recording audio. I should really stop leaning back and forth in my chair. Also, I don't know why my ship keeps not showing up in these in-between things when it's on the same planet. Yeah, my ship should definitely be there right now. Although I mean, I wouldn't even need my ship. Hey, Asher.
Science waits for no one.
Dynasty.
Tells me that Commander somebody, I don't care, has a plan to
Fury.
attack the so-called Almighty. A plan unsupported by any data. However, there are remnants of an old interplanetary defense network here. We shall use it to assess the Almighty's capabilities. Then, we will tell Zavala precisely why his plan is wrong. And oh, I will relish that. Meanwhile, I refuse to squander valuable research opportunities. Therefore, you shall be my assistant. Though, all this talk wastes my time.
So, Asher is a warlock and a researcher. Was he a warlock? I don't actually know what class he was because, like, last time I assumed what class someone was, I was wrong. But he works for the Vanguard, and he came to study a Vex structure here called the Pyramidion. And he went on an expedition with some more Guardians, and during that expedition, his right arm, the one that looks robotic, it was changed into a Vex arm. What's the word? Converted into a Vex arm, just like the Vex are. They want to convert everything into their own framework. So they did that to him. Where Mind Bolt? Okay. I don't actually really remember this. Oh, I do remember this quest. My Sparrow feels so slow.
As we all know, Zavala plans to attack the Almighty.
Typical Titan idiocy. I'm sure he thought, Gaul has a sun destroyer. I don't need a plan. I'll simply headbutt it.
It's desperation,
It's the thing.
Asher. Zavala has forgotten he might die his final death.
Need them no heed, assistant. You and I can deal with them later.
Head toward the heart of the energy mining operation, Guard. We'll use a war mine, part of an interplanetary defense network, to scan the Almighty.
Ikora, we found another drill. This one's big. Really big.
Good. That drill pierced an entrance to the war mine vault. The scanner's inside.
Gotcha. Let's find the drill controls and get it out of the way.
Can I?
Got the power going,
Okay.
but the drill is still in our way.
What a gloriously irritating commitment to safety standards.
There has to be a manual override somewhere in that base.
Let's go shoot things till we find it.
I find it incredible that those myopic Red Legion ignoramai did not realize they were drilling directly into a war mine vault.
Stranger things happen every day.
I'm detecting a spike in paracausal energy. Stereoneutrino particles have quintupled.
He means watch out for the Taken. We should hire a translator, Asher.
Gimme. Each world has different they're called destination materials, and they're used as costs for doing certain things, improving certain things, buying certain things. So I don't go out of my way to find them because I get them a lot for just activities, but when I do see them, I try to pick them up. Because I have not been playing this game as long on the same account as like Sean, so I do not have insane amounts of everything. Although I'm sure he doesn't have insane amounts either because he's had to spend them on some stuff like the barge. Gimme.
Nice one. Let's find that override.
Gimme.
I think we've got the drill going.
Good. Return to the drill site and get into the Warmind vault. I am eager to discredit Boo Boo Zayla's plan to attack the Almighty.
I love that every time. He calls it Vuvuzela. Well, goodbye. I'm definitely on level for this mission. I don't know what you're talking about. I am the appropriate power level. Oh, die. God, what am I standing in that's blinding me? Oh, fucking taking energy. Gimme orbs. So, orbs of light, when you pick them up, they give you super energy. And they're normally generated by supers, so teammates can help other teammates get their supers and, you know, stuff like that. But, you can also generate orbs by getting multi-kills with masterworked weapons. So, weapons that have a yellow border, like my Recluse and Wendigo, and this Breakneck, are masterworked, which means a certain stat is maxed out, so my range has that little bonus to it. It also gets a tracker, so you can see I've killed 524 enemies with this since I got it at like 10 or 11. You don't know what time it is. I don't know why I said the time. In like an hour and a half. Or you can see how many crucible enemies you defeated with it. And it generates orbs when you get multi-kills. And whereas...
So, what's a Warmind exactly?
It's a kind of artificial intelligence designed to defend humanity against the unknown.
So, whereas when you use your super and generate orbs, you can't pick those up yourself.
Lift it up before it collapses the Warmind vault.
Where am I going? Am I going over there for that? Yeah. Whereas when you use your super, those orbs you generate, you can't pick up. Orbs from your gun, from a masterwork, you can pick up. So it's nice. Go away.
Finally. Let's get down to the vault.
So see, like at the bottom left, I'm making a lot of orbs right now because I'm in my super. And then I make one at a time using my gun. Like that. I would like to be over here. Okay.
We're on our way into the vault.
This will be rich. I will ask Zavala. Can you tell me in zetajoules the Almighty's expected destructive capacity? And you will say, no, Asher, I cannot, because I am a reckless fool.
Ignore Asher. Find the Warmind. Reconnect it to the network, and we'll
Ow.
handle the rest.
Leave me alone. Stop hitting me.
network to begin a remote scan.
Yes. We can see the connection coming online.
Hang on, we've got taken.
I think that once I've done all the campaigns, I should also go ahead and just maybe do a stream and go through all the strikes. And then the dungeons and then the raids. The raids won't be on stream. I'm not going to make anyone sit through that. Even though only one of them should technically be challenging.
How's the scan going?
Poorly. The Almighty is inextricably bound to the harmonic resonance of the sun's magnetic flux tubes.
What?
If Zavala blows up the Almighty, it'll take the sun with it. It's time I rejoined my fire team.
Yes, it is. It's probably also cutscene time.
Tell me again, Speaker, what makes your guardians worthy of the light? What is the price of such power and immortality?
Devotion, self-sacrifice, death.
Death. Explain.
Devotion inspires bravery. Bravery inspires sacrifice. Sacrifice leads to death. So, feel free to kill yourself.
Devotion. Sacrifice. I was born an outcast. A runt. As is custom with the Cabal, I was cast aside and left for dead. I was taken in by an old scholar himself, disgraced, who saw in me something redeemable. He raised me, taught me, trained me, and in return, I would become a vehicle for his revenge against an empire that failed him, that failed itself. Rejection, ridicule, torment. It made me stronger. I gave everything to win not just acceptance, but glory. Beneath my mask, Speaker, is the face of devotion and sacrifice. I will not take the light by force. To do so would be to admit failure. And I never fail. Now, do you see why I will be chosen?
I see now. I see all that you have done.
Our operation on the Jovian Moon was a success. Once the cage is complete, we will have everything we need to begin the process of extracting the light. Dominus, everything we've worked for is here, for the taking. All that remains is your word.
No. This is not the way, old friend.
But it is the way. The only way.
Not for me.
Alright, I believe. Is there? Oh, no, there's cutscene here. Whoops.
So really what you're saying is, we're we're damned if we do, damned if we don't.
On the contrary, now that we are together again, we just might stand a chance.
The fact is, if we destroy that weapon, we will ignite a chain reaction that could send our sun into a supernova.
Well, at least we have each other.
Indeed. We all know what needs to be done. The Traveler must be freed.
I'm thinking the three of us and a big fat pile of explosives can get the job done. Look, I still have that Vex teleporter. It's got a limited range, so we'll have to get a little too close for comfort.
Then we get inside the city walls for it to be effective.
But without the light, an outright assault on the wall is doomed to fail. We could... There will be no coming back.
It's worth it.
How do we get in?
You know, the city wall is kind of like this barn. Plenty of places to slip in unseen, so long as you know how.
You sure you're not one of my hunters?
Not really into capes.
Clearly. Nice poncho.
You need to get your team into the city without raising any alarms. My people and I can help you do that. We also happen to be pretty good at shooting bad guys.
Hawthorne, it's one thing for us to put our lives on the line, but this doesn't have to be your fight. You're not
a guardian? You think you've cornered the market on sacrifice? You forget that we've had to survive without the light all our lives. Once upon a time, that big white ball in the sky was there for all of us. I think it's about time we return the favor. Guardians or not.
That's great speech and all, but let's not forget about the whole supernova and complete annihilation thingy.
If we can't destroy the Almighty, we'll have to disable its weapon. And that means getting a certain Guardian on board.
We'll need a good disguise if we're going to fly right through a Cabal armada.
If it's a Cabal ship you need, there's a base nearby full of them. But it won't be easy sneaking in.
Oh, we're done sneaking. If there's one thing I've learned from Cade, it's the value of a grand entrance.
This is great. Anyone want a hug? Hugs? No? No hugs.
Now the cutscene should be over. So I think there are 3 more missions, which means 2 more episodes. How I split that up will depend on the time. This episode's a little bit longer, obviously, because there's 2 cutscenes. I'm also just waiting for this loading to finish so I can end the episode without missing anything. And the recording, at least. Because I don't record it all in one big group. Alright, we're good. That's my spawning in noise. So, we're almost at the end. We're getting there. It's time to steal a Cabal ship